What's going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. Welcome to another beautiful video. So good to have you all here. So good to see all of your smiling faces. Well, I cannot see your smiling faces, but I'm imagining you all are smiling. So looking for how to make beautiful gnocchi with delicious pesto? Stick around, I guarantee you will love it. And for those who new around here, my name is Chathu. I am a chef by trade. I guess that's it. So without a further ado, let's get started.
Alright, let's get this recipe rolling by preheating the oven. Then we can wash those 5 large potatoes, and then we're gonna poke them, and then we're gonna salt them. And then we'll bake in the oven 350 Fahrenheit or 175 centigrade for I guess 45 minutes to 1 hour. Not sure, depending on the size of the potato that you use. So we got to check after 30 minutes, 40 minutes, when there is zero resistance, we can we know it is cooked, So meanwhile we're gonna make pesto. So we're gonna use 3 cloves of garlic, and then here we have 50 gram of Parmesan cheese. Also we're gonna grate it, and 25 gram of pine nuts add into the blender, and 3 cloves of garlic that we cleaned earlier, and 50 gram of Parmesan cheese. So we will blend these 3 ingredients first, and then we will add our 100 gram of basil. By the way, guys, I couldn't mention earlier, recipe of the video you can find in the description. You'll find the amounts there. So here we add basil, and we will add we are going to use 75 gram of olive oil for this recipe. And add some salt, but be careful when you add salt, because Parmesan contain a huge amount of salt, so be careful with that. Use a spatula to scrape around whatever stick in the lid, so we don't want to waste it. So transfer into a glass bowl, and then we will cover it and place it aside till we get done with the gnocchi. Look how beautiful it is. It is super green and looks super delicious. Wow, it's amazing. So here I'm checking the potato. Still not done. The knife doesn't go through very well, so I guess 15 more minutes. Still a little bit hard. And meanwhile we can beat 1 egg. We're gonna use for gnocchi, so we can save the time that way, Here I check potato again after 15 more minutes. Now it has been around 50 to 55 minutes, if I'm not mistaken, and it was very well cooked at the time. And cut potato into half, and you can use a potato masher or a strainer as I use. I don't have a potato masher, so I'm using a strainer. It doesn't matter, and we will pass through using the strainer, or else, like I mentioned earlier, potato masher. It's important to work when it is hot, so it's easy to pass through the potato, because if it is cooled, it's not gonna be easy task. So as you can see, follow along, and you can do as I do. Be careful, if potatoes are hot, be careful, you can burn yourself. And he had half tablespoon of salt, and 500 gram of potato, and the egg that we beaten up earlier, and we are using 150 gram of flour. Add most of it, you can use a scraper or spatula or bench scraper or anything, whatever you are comfortable of. Follow along as I mix it. After mixing for 30 seconds to 1 minute, you can add rest of the flour. Mix it well till it become a dough. When you finish adding all the flour, you can bring it to the table and mix using the both hand. Here's the last batch of flour. You can see it's combining as a dough very well. Don't go too hard on it. Be gentle with the dough, but mix it well. See, this is the consistency that we need. It's beautiful. Here we have our perfect dough. Now we're gonna make it into gnocchi. We'll cut into 4 and then we will roll it as a cigar, I would say. And then we will cut into, I would say, around your thumbnail size. Almost like thumbnail size, yeah. This recipe is perfectly enough to serve for 3 to 4 people. That's enough. And if you're gonna use as your main course, that will be plenty only for like 2 people. You can double the dough, triple the dough recipe, double the recipe, triple the recipe, doesn't matter. You can even make a half of it. It's entirely up to you. So here I'm cutting into half. And then it's almost the size that we needed. See, like I mentioned earlier, we can cut around size of your thumbnail and that will be perfectly fine. So we can do 2 things. We can leave it as it is, or we can make the perfect indentation using a fork. These are the traditional way of doing gnocchi. Roll all of them and then we will make the indentation using a fork. See, this is what we're gonna do using a fork. Make the perfect indentation. It's so beautiful to see. At this stage, don't go too hard on it. Be gentle with the dough, because as you can see, it's quite soft. But you can make it little hard, adding little more extra flour, so that way we will have chewy gnocchi. We don't need that. So this is what exactly we need. When it is soft and when it's quite difficult to work with, after we cook, we're gonna have perfect pillowy texture gnocchi. So you can repeat the process and place a medium pot of water in the stove top over high heat and add salt. When the water start to boil, add your gnocchi. Meanwhile, place a medium thick bottom pan on a high heat and add some butter. Right after, when you see gnocchis are floating on the water, which means they are cooked. So you can transfer into the pan that we add butter earlier and add a little bit of salt. Don't add a lot of salt because we're gonna add pesto. So It also contains salt. Allow them to get a slightly golden brown color and then add pesto. We add around 2.5 spoons of pesto, mix them well, and then we're gonna plate. And then we will grate some Parmesan cheese over it, and we also can add some basil leaves for presentation purpose.
Guys, that gnocchi with pesto was super delicious. So satisfying, mind-blowing, out of this world. You know, you should definitely try at home, and if you have any further questions, you can ask me, comment below, I'll be sure to answer them. It was still soft and super good. And guys, I hope I was able to teach you something in this video, and if you did enjoy the video, smash that like button, you know, smash it, destroy it, 2020 style. Destroy it, and consider subscribing if you aren't already, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, peace.